What's going on? What's up? What is happening? Friends and family and friends, welcome. Welcome to this week's episode of Grover Takeover. I am MT Aunt Grover. You know I am the Grover. Before I get started, please remember that I need for you to like, for you to comment, for you to share. Please don't forget to share, for you to subscribe if you're watching this on YouTube. Reach down and click that notification bell so you can be notified of all available content, aka whenever I post a new show. I'm about to jump right in. I hope you are ready for me because I am ready for you. I got a lot to talk about. Here we go. Let's take over. I'm about to start off on the somber note. I have a double for you today. Actor Ray Liotta has passed away at age 67. Now, this has been quite a few days ago, but he did pass away like almost 1 or 2 days after I recorded my show last week. But I did not want to leave him out because we all know him. He's best known for his breakout role, which was Something Wild. We know he was in Field of Dreams and, of course, Martin Scorsese's Goodfellas. He's starred in many other roles over the years. Considered a Hollywood legend in his own right. You know, he was actually working on a movie when he passed away. He passed away in his sleep. They did reveal how he passed away. I did not get a chance to look and see exactly how. But he leaves behind his daughter, and he had a fiance. He was about to get married again, and you know, this is sad, tragic. R.I.P. to Ray Liotta. You know, prayers for his family, all the people that he has worked with and known and considered him a friend over the years. My double, Arizona Cardinals cornerback Jeff Gladney died in a car accident at age 25, along with his girlfriend Andrea Palacios. Now, Gladney, if you remember, was released by the Cardinals after being accused of intentionally, knowingly, and recklessly applying pressure to an ex-girlfriend's neck and throat. Now, he was unanimously found not guilty by a Texas court and was immediately signed with the Cardinals this offseason after the verdict came through. Very young, so tragic, you know, that, you know, to lose any family member, but especially when we lose these young people whose lives are really starting. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm not going to spend too much time on the somber note. About to skirt. Comedian Lil Rel. Now, I hope you guys know who Lil Rel is. If you don't, it's okay. It doesn't matter. A lot of times these stories I'm telling, it's not about who the story is about. It is what the story is about and what has happened. Now, Lil Rel has, he got some serious news after posting a picture of himself with his 3 children. Now, he has 2 children from a previous marriage. He is, after divorcing his first wife, he got with this woman named Lechez Davis, and he has a 3rd child, a son with her. Now, he knew when he got with this woman that she was indeed married, but, you know, was under the impression that she was separated from her husband. That's what she told him. You know, these days, you can't believe anything anybody says. People will tell you anything. And here's where I'm going to go with this. Especially if you have any money or anything they think they can get. You might want to really do your research and find out. Don't just take you can't take people at face value anymore. You cannot. Everybody's got the representative. When you meet people, now there are a lot of people who are genuine and real, like myself, you know, but everybody's not like me. There are a lot of people like me, but there are a lot of people who have a representative that they send to get a job for them, and they're really sorry and lazy and don't want to work, but they want money, so they send the representative to sit up there and cheese and smile and say all the great things to get them the job, then get there and won't do nothing. Relationships, send the representative. You think this person is somebody, you find out after you really get to know them, and the representative goes away after 3 or 4 months, they show you who they really are. But either way, Davis, well, let me back up just a little bit. After he did this post, there were people who know this Lachez Davis woman and this child who took to social media, and there was someone who actually got in contact with him to let him know that not only is this woman, Lachez Davis, still married, but that she still lives with her husband. And not only does she live with the husband, she is raising the child with the husband because the husband thinks the child is his. She was using Rel for his money. He has paid for numerous flights for her and the child to fly back and forth out there to LA where he is, you know, giving her money, of course, for child support, of paying for food, clothing, shelter, all of these things. All the while, Davis is married to her husband who thinks he is the child's father. Why wouldn't he think that when his name is on the birth certificate? And he is raising the child as his own. After this information was released to Lil Rel, he actually did go and he wanted a paternity test. Now it comes back that the baby is actually his. The baby, after the paternity test, it was found that Lil Rel Halsey is actually the child, is actually father of the child. And so what did he do? Exactly what I would have did. He's filing for full custody. He wants the child. He's going to take the child from her and the man. They tried to use this. Let me not say they. I don't know that the husband was involved. I feel like, though, when I feel like, a lot of times it just is what it is. But I feel like the husband was in on this whole thing the whole time. Like, I could be wrong, but I don't know everything. So this is what I'm going to say. Allegedly, the husband did not know what was going on. But either way, that is neither here nor there. This woman knew what was going on. She knew full well what she was doing. I'm so glad somebody told on her. I hope it was her sister or her best friend or somebody like that, so it can really just be like a knife in the back twisted, about to skirt. Monique went in on DL Hughley over a contract dispute. Now, this has been going on for some days now, but I'm just now recording my show, but which is good. It's been going on days because when it first started, it was a little bit confusing to me. I actually was able, because of so much more information coming out, have been able to clear it all up. So this all started over who was the rightful headliner of a comedy show. Now, Monique was actually doing the Comedy Explosion event at the Fox Theater in Detroit, Michigan with Hughley. And also a local personality there in Detroit. And during her set, she started to rant and talk about the situation, and it quickly went left. It went left, right, up, down, inside, out, and back, forth and forth. So Monique alleged that she was in fact supposed to close the show, but that Hughley was refusing to perform if he was not the closer because that was in the contract that he signed. But this was not for play. This lady was pissed off, and she went in. She referred to Hughley's acts as she even went so far as to comment on his name, asking, what is his name? DL? What do you think the DL stands for? Basically questioning his sexuality because she was saying that he was acting like she insisted that DL provide proof, which he did. He released documents showing where he was, where the contract stated that not only was he to be the headliner, he was also to be the highest paid on the bill, and that he got to choose the order in which the performers performed. He fired back that her performance in Precious has turned out to be real life, aka he's saying that she acts just like that character that she played in Precious. After he released this second set of receipts and then got on Twitter and ranted a little bit, talking about how she was really mad at her own media company, aka her husband, and this, that, and the other, she got quiet. We'll see where this goes. As sure as they say something else, I mean to tell you, I'm going to tell you. Let's skirt along, because I need to talk about this right here, because a teaching assistant in Loganville, Georgia, which is in Gwinnett County, named Susan Williams, she took it upon herself. She's at the Rosebud Elementary School. She took it upon herself to cut a 5-year-old black boy's hair. This is a white lady. It doesn't matter what race she was. That's neither here nor there. I'm just putting it out there that she was indeed a white lady. Now, she cut this little boy's hair without any permission from his parents, from his family, from anybody, just because she was tired of the way it looked. This little boy had nearly waist-length hair that his family had been growing since he was born. He had never had his hair cut. And she thought it was messy. She didn't like it because he was a little boy and his hair was so long. She cut his braids off. After she cut them off, she put them in a Ziploc bag and sent them home with the child. She has been charged with simple battery because after this incident, like this is an assault, plain and simple. She was called in for questioning and she never showed up. So, yeah, they tried to call her in to the school to speak with her about the situation. She never showed up. So she's running. She's running from it. Let me tell you something. You'd have to run from me. I tell you, simple battery. No. It wouldn't be simple. It would be very, very complex battery. The amount of battery that I do upon you, if you took it upon yourself to cut my child's hair without asking my permission, who do you think you are? What is wrong with people? This was a cultural thing for these people and their family, and you just take it upon yourself. One day, you just sitting up there in your pretty white skin and just decide that this little black boy's hair is just wearing your nerves down to a nub, and you take scissors to his head and cut that boy's hair off. Put it in a Ziploc bag and send it home. I would have took them braids and came down to that school and wrapped them around her neck and choked the freaking life out of her. You talk about battery. I would have showed you battery. I would have got a whole bag full of double D batteries and put them in a pillowcase and come up around to that school, and I would have showed you what complex battery was. Like, you shouldn't be touching the child's hair. You shouldn't be doing anything to the child. Because this is my thing. I would have came around there with some scissors of my own, dragged her around the schoolhouse a couple times before the police came and took some scissors to her head and see how she felt about it. Well, against her will. No, don't cut my hair, please don't. No. That means it's time to go right there. I do hope that you have enjoyed this week's episode of Grover Takeover. Before I go, remember to like, remember to comment, remember to share. Remember that I need for you to subscribe if you're watching this on YouTube. Reach down and click that notification bell so you can be notified of all available content. I love you. You know I love you. I want to thank all of you for watching. Keep on coming on back. Keep coming back. Tell a friend by sharing, share by telling a friend, all of that good stuff. I am going to see you next week on the next episode of Grover Takeover. Remember that I need for you to have a good day, to have a good night, and to have a good life, and to tune in to the next episode of Grover Takeover.